will smile and tell me I'm the lucky one. And we've just begun. Think I'm gonna have a son. He will be like she and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. Sun is gonna shine above. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, you bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Seems as though a month ago I was beta kite, never got high. Oh, I was a sorry guy. Now I smile and face a girl that shares my name. Oh, I'm through with the game, so I'll never be the same. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, you bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Pisces, Virgo rising is a very good sign, strong and kind, and the little boy is mine. Now I see a family where there once was none, and we just begun. Yeah, we're gonna fly to the sun. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, you bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Love the girl who holds the world in a paper cup. Drink it up. Love her and she'll bring you luck. And if you find she helps your mind, buddy, take her home. Don't you live alone. Try to earn what lovers own. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, you bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright.
Here are the chords needed for the song. Basic chords in open position, basically. We have a D chord, a C chord, a B minor bar chord, that's the only bar chord that we need, an E7, and an A, and then you're going to make that A into an A suspended fourth by raising that second string note up to the 3rd fret. So that's the meaning of that open circle there. And then there's a G chord and a D chord with a C sharp bass note. Let's look at the chords on the guitar. These are basic chords mostly for this song. So you have a D chord, a C chord, a B minor chord, that's the only bar chord that we need. We have an E7, an A chord that you'll make into an A suspended fourth by raising that second string note up to the 3rd fret. Okay, and then a G chord, and then a D chord with a C sharp bass note. So that's played in passing on the chorus of the song. And that's all the chords you need. Let's talk about the picking pattern of this song for the verses. So in the verse section, it starts off with a D chord, and you're doing an alternate picking pattern, meaning you're going to hit a string, skip down a string, hit another string, and then skip another 2 strings away. So in this case, it's 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay, I'm going to play it with these 2 fingers here for demonstration purposes. 4, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. So that happens 4 times, and then the vocal starts. So it goes. People smile and tell me, and then it goes to a C chord. And that's 5, 3, 4, 1, 5, 3, 4 on the C chord. And once again, 5, 3, 4, 1, 5, 3, 4, and then it goes to a B minor, where it goes 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 1, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4. Okay, so that B minor chord is, and then it goes to an E7 chord where you're 6, 3, 4, 2. So it does 6, 3, 4, 2 3 times, and then it goes 6, 3, 4 at the end there, right before you get to that A chord, and then you go A, 5, 3, 4, 2. And then you're going to add a suspended 4th. So you raise that 2nd string note up to the 3rd fret here. And then you go 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 1, 5, 3, 4, 2. And then you enter the 3rd line. So you're going to start repeating the pattern again, but it enters with a D. And that's how you start the 3rd line of the song. And then you repeat that whole pattern again. So that D part is, you hit a D bass note, 4th string, strum a D chord, and then you hit 4, 4, 2, 3 on the D chord. So when you get to that D chord, you're on the 3rd line. He will be like she and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. Sun is gonna shine above. So when I demonstrated it, I'm using 2 fingers here. I like to play it with 3 fingers actually. So when I hit the high note, I like to strike that high note with my middle finger, my 2nd finger in my picking hand. So it looks like this. So let me play the first verse, kind of slow, and sing it, so that way you can get a feel for how these notes play out. People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one, and we've just begun. Think I'm gonna have a son. He will be like she and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. Let's look at the picking pattern for the chorus section. Let's go 1 line at a time, because this section is a little complicated and it doesn't really repeat much other than the chords. So let's start off with the G. It goes, even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. So what that is it starts off with the G chord. You hit the 6th string, and then you're strumming through to about the 2nd string there. So, and basically what your ear is hearing is 2, 3, and 4. So you can pluck it if you want, like 6, 2, 3, and 4 together. Or if you could strum and not hit that bottom string, that'll work too. Because I don't hear that note on this part. And then it goes 6, 4, 6. So the G is, and then you go to the A. And that picking pattern on the A is 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 2. Okay, and then you're moving to the D chord, and then you hit a D, so 4th string, and then 1st and 2nd strings together. And then you're going to drop down that bass note, that C sharp bass note here on the 4th fret of the 5th string, and you're going to pluck the 2nd and 3rd strings. And then when you go to the B minor, you're going to hit the 5th string, and then the 3rd and 4th strings. And then you go to an A, hit the 5th string, and then 3rd and 4th strings again. So that's the first line of the chorus.
It goes, even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Okay, and the next line sounds like this. And everything will bring a chain of love. So what's happening there is you play the G chord 6 2 3 6 2 3, then you go to the A 5 2 3 5 3. Okay, then you go to the D chord and you play 4 3, and then you hit the C sharp bass note. Okay, so that's the 5th string, and then you play, and then you take that finger off and hit just open 3rd and 4th strings again, holding the D chord. So you're actually going back to D for a beat here. So you're going, once again with the D is, okay, did you get that? So D chord, 4th string, 3rd string, 5th string for the C sharp bass note, and then open 3rd and 4th strings again. And then you go to the B where you play the arpeggio, and that is 5 3 4 2 5 3 4. Okay, so that whole line goes like this. Everything will bring a chain of love. The third line of the chorus starts like this. And in the morning when I rise. So there you're playing on the G chord again. 6 2 3 6 2 3. And then you go to the A 5 1 2 5 1 2. Okay, so in the morning when I rise, and then it goes to a D like that. So you're playing 4, strumming the whole D, and then you play 4 2 3. Then you go to the C and play 5 3 4, and then to the B minor, the familiar arpeggio again. So 5 3 4 2 5 3 4, and then to the E7. So it's 6 3 4 2 6 3 4, and then you go to the A, and on the A chord you're just playing 5 and then 2 and 3 together. Or you can like strum it like. There's that little riff that brings you back, and that riff is open 5th string, 2 4, and then you go into the verse, which starts with a D again. So once again, the last line of the chorus sounds like this. And in the morning when I rise, you bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright. The ending of the song changes the pattern slightly. It sounds like this. So if you notice there, I went to the E for half the measures, went to an A, and then went to a D, and then hammered on that 1st string note. A bass note, and then strumming the D. So while you're on that D chord, you hit the A bass note. So once again, the change is starting like the verse chords, D, C, and B minor are the same. E is played for half the time. Okay, and then A, and then you go to a D. Hammer on that 1st string note. And then A bass note right before you strike a full D chord to end it. Just a note about some chord shape substitutions. On the line that goes, in the morning when I rise, you can substitute bar chord shapes for that. And as a matter of fact, on the recording, if you listen closely, you can hear like slide noises like this. If you play in an open position, you wouldn't be making those slide noises. So it would sound like this if you played it on ththese bar chords. In the morning when I rise, bring the tears joy to my eyes.
So what you're hearing there is I'm playing the 6th string, 6 2 3, 6 2 3, 6 2 3, 6 2 3, and then I'm sliding. So if you slide like that, you get that sliding noise. Down to the D, and then open shapes is just like before.